go.
Whoa!
See it. Do you have a moment?
Yes!
What kind of game will it be this time? No matter what you bring out, we will emerge victorious.
You're making a grave mistake if you think you have me cornered. I only guided you here because this place allows me to fight to my heart's content.
Sis.
When my father died in the line of duty, I hated his killer from the bottom of my heart. Dying to uphold justice sounds virtuous, but the ones left behind have to clean up the mess. Can you imagine the hardships I had to endure?
Perhaps I had overestimated her. I thought her reasoning would have been more noble somehow.
She's lost control. This is wrong.
Justice cannot yield to evil. I must win, no matter what.
This is nothing more than self-righteousness.
All we need to do to determine who is right is battle. Now, why don't we begin?
What?
Is this?
A clash of brute strength is simply uncalled for on this stage.
What is she intending?
No more coins or playing games! We ain't following your damn rules!
Oh, you will. There is no room for negotiation. You will know soon enough.
What was that?
Now, come at me!
You'll save her, right?
All right, everyone. Be on alert!
May the best player win!
All right, let's do it!
Let's go. Something else.
Persona! Hecate!
This is my other self. How's this?
May the best player win!
What the?
Now let us play a game. Of course, acts of violence are forbidden here.
We already told you.
That's fine by me.
There's a penalty for not spinning the roulette. What should we do?
Melchizedek! Scoozy! All right.
Persona! Ready when you are.
Let's go.
Persona! Let's go.
You will predict now.
I'm almost positive she's going to try and cheat. But even if we bring that up, we should go along with the game.
I agree.
Well, how will you bet? Have you made your decision?
We lost. Really? How is she? I see. You're...
How humiliating.
Let's catch her in the act. Have someone snipe the pop. You're in charge of... We...
I'm going.
You want me to do it? Okay, I'll... As long as I get close, even this gun should work.
I'm going to go? Well, I will try my hardest.
You want me to do it? Well, leave it to me.
May the best player win.
The stuff displayed... That must mean the...
Ah, in that case, this is your penalty.
Joker, are you alright? What?
Those who cannot fall.
Joker,
This
your
is my
helmet
other
low.
self.
Watch out!
I am thou. Here.
Persona! Okay. The sniper is in their designated spot. All that's left is...
Very well. Well, how will... Hopefully your prediction will...
What was that about fair and square? You coward! What are you so quiet?
Shut up! Shut up!
Sis?
Cheating? Unfair? Silence! This is my world! I am the law! I am everything! No one in this world deserves to win! If you still dare to defy my justice, then prepare to be
This? We're finally back to a normal... Wait! The roulette panels!
little punks!
She's
Persona!
way more powerful than before! Don't underestimate her! Persona! Can you take it from here?
Step it up!
Let's go.
Persona!
My justice!
Die
on my blade!
She's going to attack with fire! Watch out!
Persona! There!
How undignified.
Time for revenge! Persona! Okay,
I appreciate it.
got knocked down!
Die on my
Come
blade.
Stay together!
Persona! Black Frost! Ravage them! Whip 'em, Persona! Ha!
How undignified.
Time for revenge! Persona! Let's go. Got knocked down! Come on,
Die on my blade.
Let's go.
Nishiguchi!
There.
Persona! Yeah!
How undignified.
Time for
Persona!
revenge!
Here!
Moving to the bonus, stepping it! Got knocked down! Come on, stay
Die on my
together!
blade.
Support's on the way!
Persona! Black Frost! Go down! Ah! Get wrecked!
How undignified.
Time for
This is
revenge!
my other self!
Let's go.
Persona!
Up to you now.
I'll do my best! Witness my resolve! Ha!
Little punks.
Let's go.
Nishiguchi! Persona! Using this!
Let's do this! This'll do!
Damn it.
Time for my persona! Take this!
My... Take this!
You're on the ground! Are you okay?
Die on my blade!
She's gearing up for an ice attack. Be careful!
Black Frost! There!
Now we got back up! The opponent is strong. Don't do anything reckless. Persona! Go!
Behave yourself! Only victory matters. To guarantee it no matter what.
What kind of logic is...
Fire
dodges the trick!
Time. Nishiguchi! Persona! Ha!
Persona! Get ready! Take this! Hot floor! Lather step! I'll finish you!
Take this!
On the ground! Are you okay?
Persona! Kushinada! There. Okay.
Now we got back up! Start the counterattack! Go! Persona! Switching and closing in!
Die, die, die!
Missile fell down! Hang in there!
Take this!
Don't worry!
Persona!
Let's go!
Little.
Back in action! Payback time! Please get coming! It looks bad! I'll use my persona! Let's go. Sis!
Die, die, die!
On the ground! You can't
Die
get
on my
down!
blade!
Support's on the way!
Come! Black Frost! Go down! With this power,
Fits me like a glove!
The persona has gained new power.
So I've lost.
Sis!
That's only a shadow. Why are you so...
Quiet!
sorry?
We'll go grab the treasure.
Makoto?
I don't think it's wrong to bring light to evils which can't be judged by law. That's all the Phantom Thieves have been trying to do too. But these aggressive investigations? Twisting the truth for your own personal gain? Please. You have to think back to the feelings you had when you first wanted to be a prosecutor. Think about your justice, sis.
My justice.
Try to remember how you used to be.
How I...
Nijima-san. She's just like my father. What caused them to change like this?
Even though their own desires were the cause, succumbing to such is strange. Is there another reason they don't know of?
We found it.
The investigation will now be able to proceed. The suspicions against you will be lifted as well. This deal we made was a great experience for me. To think that I, a detective, would act alongside the Phantom Thieves. Yes, and you all shall end this Phantom Thieves business. That was part of the promise after all. Don't forget.
All right, we don't need to stay here any longer. Are you all right? I am. Let's go. Huh? Enemy readings! When did they... They're gathering outside!
For real? What the hell's going on?
Look at those numbers.
This doesn't look good. We defeated the palace ruler and even stole the treasure, yet the shadows are still restless. It doesn't make any sense. What's going on here? There are more coming? This will be dangerous if we don't do something. Huh? We need to go now. Those guys in black suits are almost here. We'll be done for if we get surrounded. A team this large would be discovered immediately. We had best split up for our escape. Although, we'll need someone to act as a decoy. No, that's too dangerous. Joker? Are you planning on distracting?
Let him do it, Queen. He's quiet, but once his mind's made up, he's not gonna take no for an answer. I'm sure you ain't gonna die. It's you we're talking about here.
Please don't do anything reckless, okay? I'll never forgive you if you don't make it back. We still haven't fulfilled our deal, remember? Even more are coming!
This truly is a painfully reluctant parting.
It seems we had best hurry.
We'll see you later.
There's someone here.
Hey, up there! He's here. Move in immediately.
Good. Now get run!
This is our only chance!
Stay calm. You can get away. We'll retrieve the briefcase on our end. Don't worry about us. But I have to say, showing yourself above that crowd earlier was an excellent move. Nice work as always, Joker.
There he is! Hey, you!
Just run! Okay, the enemy's...
Stop right there!
Get away!
Take him down, Joker!
other you that exists within. Ah, we meet once again. You have progressed well through your recollections. Last spring, you awakened to this furious power. Now, use that power and defeat the enemies before you!
Persona!
No threat.
Ravage them! Come! Go down!
Your fate will recall everything. Remember the bonds you have forged with your friends. If you are fated to continue past this point.
Okay, pull out before their backup gets here. Good. You defeated them with ease. More of them? Be careful! Joker, behind you! You should be...
Dude!
Don't worry. Hmm? What the... I'm getting a weird reading heading your way! Come on, run!
I can feel it. The intruder simply can't be found.
Where did go, Phoenix? I can't confirm the intruder's location.
Huh? What? All right. All right. Joker, stop! It's an enemy! Even you can't take on... Huh? Joker, that weird... I'll end this right now. Joker, it's her! She's the weird reading I've been getting! My weak self relied on you so much. That ends today. Let's do this, Senpai! The enemy readings have decreased? That's... It's been a while since we last fought, but this time, it's...
Persona! Corporal Pit! Go down! Let's go. There!
Shut it, Sondrion! That's the landing! I think that... I genuinely have no clue. Wait, bad news. Please go. I'm going to make it. You still have something you need to do as a... Then I won't stop, since I'm not a member of the Phantom Thieves. However, please don't forget the promise we made, okay? Joker, you need... All right, let's do it!
He's not alone. Find them and kill them all.
Something wrong? The exit should be up ahead.
You're there.
That's just how it is. After that commotion, the bottom floor is completely closed off. Hey, can you make it?
Over there. There's nowhere to run.
See ya.
Huh, what a show-off. You're so reckless, you know that? Enemies here?
What's wrong?
These readings. It can't be.
What happened?
An ambush? Joker, can you handle this?
Joker!
Oh no!
Capture him! Let's go! Go, go, go! Get over there!
Stop struggling! Suspect secure!
Didn't expect to find some kid. You have your teammate to thank for this. You were sold out.
Suspect confirmed. Cuff him.
Guess the drug was too strong. Wake him up. No dozing off. You still don't get it, do you? Give it up! Come on, cooperate. What? You want another shot? Huh? What about the camera? Are you thinking it can be used as video evidence? Did you hear my question? Answer! Obstruction of justice, blackmail, defamation, possession of weapons. Manslaughter too, yeah? Talk about the works. To think that all those crimes were led by a punk like this. And you seem to be enjoying every second of it. Huh? You should know your place. Sign here. It's a confession under your name. I see. I need your hand to sign this, but I don't care if you end up losing a leg. Don't expect to walk out of here in one piece. We are going to make you understand. One must take full responsibility for their actions.
Now that you have traversed your long, perilous recollection, you truly have entered the present.
The effects of that drug are gonna wear off soon. This is your golden opportunity. You must grasp the truth that will save you from the brink of ruin.
The evil influence who wishes you dead is fast approaching.
If you want to win this unreasonable game,
if you wish to take back your stolen future, recall the bonds you formed with your allies, and grasp the truth that will save you from the brink of ruin.
Ha 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 ha.
I see. So that's what led to your ending up here. A disappointing end to the hero of justice. I still can't believe it. But I now have a general idea of the methods you used for your crimes. There's much more I'd like to ask, but my allotted time is nearly up. I do have a suggestion, though. Care to strike a deal? If you cooperate with me, I have a responsibility to solve this case. I will win, even if it means brokering a deal with you. Your operation was leaked and you failed to change my heart. There's no point in being obstinate now. You've corrupted the order of this country and caused an uprising against its very existence. You'll most likely be given life imprisonment or the death penalty, unless you accept my proposal. Going forward, I will read a list of people who are closest to you and this case. Tell me honestly whether or not the following are involved with the Phantom Thieves. First, the friend who you've been with since the day you transferred to Shujin, Ryuji Sakamoto. One of the victims of the Kamoshida case, An Takamaki. Ichiryusai Madarame's pupil, Yusuke Kitagawa. The daughter of Wakaba Ishiki, Futaba Sakura. To the Okumura Foods legacy and daughter of its CEO. And the frequently probing student council president of Shujin Academy, Makoto Nijima. Those are your accomplices in the Phantom Thieves case, are they not? So you won't sell out I find it hard to believe that high schoolers, were there not others outside? Not to repeat you had the Can you tell me about... So you won't speak a word about either your... Do you even understand the position that you're in? Let's discuss one other person, Goro Akechi. There are reports that he was acting alongside the Phantom Thieves as well. Might he be a part of your team too? So Goro Akechi... So be it. You clearly have no intention of bargaining with me. Even now, you're still acting as though you're a hero of justice. Your teammates have sacrificed... you in order to escape, yet you wish to defend their honor? Why won't you talk about them? Don't be ridiculous. Justice? Then tell me, what is this justice you speak of? Sticking to the right path? That's no different from us. You continue to stand firm. Are you implying that we have no evidence on you? Right, you're right. We have nothing. And it doesn't help that your story sounds like a fairy tale. But many people have fallen victim to this. We need to learn the truth. The truth, huh? I don't even know what's right anymore. And it's all due to your strange story. Huh? What are you getting at? That's right. No matter the results of this case, I won't be receiving credit.
So, Nijima mentioned a special... Good.
Hey. Hey, are you... Our time's up. We're done talking here. Goodbye. Planned? Why are you saying such odd things? Anyhow, there's one last thing I want to ask you. There's something that's been bothering me for some time now. Recently, I was removed from my post as head of this investigation and was told to remain on standby. A short while later, I received word you were caught in the act. Bizarre phenomenon, but that was all I was told. You were told someone sold you out, correct? If that's true, what could it have been? Don't you have any idea?
My suspicion still. All that's left is to... It's all up to you. That'd be a cat. Giving someone a smartphone is completely... Giving him the phone will be counting on you.
What's wrong? Do you mean this phone? I've been told the lock on it is quite complicated. But what's so important? Are you going to unlock?
Let's let her sleep. She hasn't slept for days. Now we gotta figure out a way to show him. That's right. We need to show it to the true culprit.
The trick?
We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. Public security question. And thus, the
Please. I need you to be clear with me. Who am I supposed to show this to? Not a team. My God. You're referring to... That's it? What are you plotting? I can't even begin to fathom it. But it appears my time is up. This is as far as our conversation can go. This will be my last involvement with this case. Very well. And that honest... I'll place my bet on... I just need to show him the phone.
I am my back.
All right. All right.
I'll be go... Akechi-kun?
Why do you seem so...
I needed my director to step in to get... How did you get...
For the same reason you did. It's only natural.
They assume...
That was a joke, of course. I am surprised if nobody would ever know if...
If I remember correctly...
That was but a lie. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot that I had deceived you too, Sai-san. After all, if you wish to trick your enemies, you must first trick your allies.
So it was you. You're the one who sold out the Phantom Thieves. I need you to be clear with me. Who am I supposed to show this to? My God. You're referring to him, aren't you?
Is there a problem?
Akechi-kun, does this phone look familiar to you?
Excuse me? What is this phone?
It belonged to the leader of the Phantom Thieves. I believe you'll need it for your investigation.
Not personally. I was acting alongside the Phantom Thieves myself, remember?
True. This is undoubtedly a great accomplishment. Good luck in there.
Foolish woman. May I ask that you accompany me? Going in unarmed to interrogate a murderer makes me uncomfortable.
Huh? What are you...
I owe you for all of this. Thanks. That's right. You and your little friends were vital to our plan, and now it will be completed. Your popularity truly was quite stunning. That just made using you all the more worthwhile. Have you finally pieced it all together? Case closed. This is how your justice ends. Shido-san. My job is complete.
I've told you not to call me by name. Regardless, all that's left is to deal with...
The continued deaths of these teenagers would be a bit... I considered making it appear they had a falling out, but that it would be best to have each of them meet with an unfortunate accident once...
Is there any possibility?
No chance. They're nothing but cattle anyway. I will keep my eye on them.
I'll be count...
They will live their lives cowering in fear of death.
Me?
No. Even me. God. Shit.
What was all that about? The
I am Alibaba, a member of the Phantom Thieves. I inquire as to your justice. Sai Nijima.
How do they know I have this?
Goro Akechi is evil. Came to kill him.
We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to...
Don't trust the guard either. He's an accomplice as well. Now then, I'll tell you details. You must save him.
You want me to save?
Him?
What is it?
Nothing. Anyway, what brings you here? I thought you were done with your business.
Did anyone else stop by? Nobody?
There'd be no reason for anyone else to come down here.
Yes, the guard will.
And now we return to our continued report. This morning, the police have announced that they've detained a suspect who may in fact be the leader of the Phantom Thieves group. The suspect is reported to be a young
Anchon,
man who is...
Can I get you to look over here?
Oh, I'm sorry.
So he got caught. That group sure was something.
Yeah.
So the next shoot got me thinking. How about we have you do an idol thing, you know? That cool?
What a surprise to think that the one behind all this is just a minor.
But considering how quickly they announced his arrest, the police must surely be confident in the outcome of this case.
Well, I'll... Goodness, look at you now! It's been a while, Ryuji.
Huh?
You stopped visiting so abruptly, everyone was worried about you. It's your second year, right? Are you still doing track and field? I'd love to see you run again.
Also, the young man continues to remain silent, refusing to implicate any potential accomplices. However, considering the number of charges brought against him...
I wonder if something happened.
Yeah.
You seemed stumped for once. Not feeling it today?
Yes.
Oh, I'm not chiding you. Just do as normal at your own...
Normal. Right.
He's just a high school student. How do you think he was contacting the others?
The police here can search any online communications. His accomplices may slip up eventually.
Still, it seems the Phantom Thieves' most recent targets have gone comatose. Actual harm has been done here.
Given the lack of physical violence, their method is still a mystery. Regardless, the police are looking into attempted murder charges.
You never turned it in? That's quite the surprise. I thought I lost it this whole time.
I'm sorry.
Well, your grades are excellent. And you're student council president. I'm sure you'll be admitted anywhere you apply. That one Phantom Thief should have followed your example. You hear? It seems he was caught. Some high schooler. I wonder why he turned to a life of crime.
We also received information that the young man was placed on probation for assault.
Because of his previous record, he had to leave his hometown. Perhaps his motive lies there.
I believe your father can rest in peace now. That Phantom Thief could never have changed anything. Only a handful of people are qualified to alter the world. So you've been coming home late. That's what I've heard. I make a good playmate, you know.
We have breaking news. The young man being held in custody has committed suicide. The police have confirmed his death, although details have not been released. To repeat, the suspect has committed suicide while in custody. This station will continue to report any further updates as they arrive.
It may be difficult to uncover his methods now. Perhaps that's why he decided to take this course of action.
It can't be.
You're shitting me. We got him.
It would seem as though you have been killed. But why were you killed? Why did you have to die? Do you remember? It seems you forgot an important fact while your consciousness was hazy. Indeed, your death was a necessity for your escape from certain doom. What a tremendous plan. How might you be capable of executing such a feat? Well then, let us rouse the memories which are missing.
You realize... It was our conversation about pancakes, right? There's no way he could have reacted like that. Probably. It was your social studies trip. There's no way that this whole deal feels... Yeah. Okay. One more if it's possible. That's... I agree. I'd have to... Don't worry.
This is gonna be fun. I can't wait!
I see. So we're going to use this place.
It'll be a gamble.
I think it's gonna work. You can't tell a thing.
It seems you finally remember. This game is not over yet. There are still things that must be done.
Anyway, Futaga's monitoring...
It's on a complete...
Not only was he trying to frame us, but his offer to assist us was simply a ploy to frame the... If we go into Sis's palace, as he suggests, we'll likely be met by a large ambush of police forces.
To think he would be this far gone. I know now what it means to feel a chill down my spine. Furthermore, he wishes to bring a police squad from reality into the palace.
If the 8 of us can enter at once, it's not inconceivable to think a larger group is possible. He may even be able to bring in vehicles or other special pieces of equipment.
So, this really was just a setup to shift the blame onto us.
He made us go after Okumura. Then once we triggered the change of heart, he killed him.
And he told us he had seen the true culprit, but it was him the entire time!
The whole time he was working with Makoto's sister, he was— Come on, we gotta take that bastard—
No. Akechi is merely a tool. His orders come from elsewhere. The grand mastermind behind this all. An unimaginable fiend capable of arranging the murder of a suspect.
Unless we find out who that—
But what—
We'll have to make Akechi say it. Though once we do that—
I think that will be the case eventually, regardless of whether or not we learn his identity. The only reason it hasn't happened yet is because we're an easy target to blame for his crimes. If he realizes that's no longer possible and abandons that plan, he may opt to kill us immediately.
Damn it! So we don't got a choice but to go with that bastard's suggestion.
But if we go into the palace like we're told, he'll get arrested, and then Akechi will kill him.
Palace. The palace.
Actually, there's something I'd like to say regarding...
Aha! We can use the palace to our advantage!
What's this all of a sudden?
There's a way. A way to get past Akechi and get the mastermind to lay off of us, all while learning his identity.
Really?
You gotta be kidding me!
If he wants to kill the guy, why not let him? That is, inside of a palace.
Yes. We could have him kill the cognitive version, all the while believing he killed the real one.
Yeah, that—
It seems that— Listen close, everyone.
Ever since the death, however,
I'm sorry.
Waiting upstairs. I'm gonna fetch him.
You're...
Makoto told me Futaba-chan.
It's a...
Man. Hey, you big bastard!
Have you... You're not floating.
It truly is a real...
I bet that moron...
Still, how'd you pull this off? Isn't this guy considered dead?
You weren't... I heard my sister...
Yeah, she came over in a taxi, dumped him off, and told me to keep him safe. It was right after they announced he had died, too. Almost gave me a heart attack.
I didn't have time to explain.
Hey, shouldn't we tell boss what really...
We wanted to make our enemy...
What?
What we did was make that enemy kill his fake in the metaverse.
Hold on a sec. Enemy? Fake? What are you talking about?
The true culprit behind all these incidents set us up. Our goal here was to determine their identity.
True culprit? I see. So you guys were going up against someone else?
It was Goro. You knew beforehand that...
Akechi himself gave us... He made one
Couldn't you have just said from the beginning that...
That wasn't something we could simply... We couldn't have you suspect Akechi. Besides, neither you nor the other investigators would have believed something like that.
True. Akechi was credited with the arrest of the Phantom Thieves. Not even I would think he was the culprit. In other words, you left him alone on purpose. That was a bold move.
God, I can't keep up with any of this stuff. So what was this mistake Akechi made? What did he do?
He slipped up in regards to Morgana's voice.
You mean a cat?
Yes, Morgana can talk.
Sorry, was that supposed to be a joke?
Oh, our apologies. That's completely true. You surprised?
Does that mean he said something just now as well?
But you don't understand him, do you? That's how it was for all of us at first, too.
When you're in the metaverse, Mona talks like a normal person. Once you hear that and your brain realizes he can actually talk, you start to understand him in reality. It's a change in cognition.
Thanks to Akechi's...
when we talked, but we already saw him drop a meg.
Oh, I know a place! I want to go to that huge pancake-looking place we passed on the way here!
Oh, am I mistaken? I thought I heard something about delicious pancakes.
Mona was the only one who was talking about a pancake. That meant Akechi'd already been in the...
And since he was lying to us about that, we assumed he had a hidden motive behind contacting us.
It seemed odd upon further thought. His reaction to my pancake comment was an honest one, after all. That said, we weren't...
That's why we asked Futaba-chan to wire...
I pretended to be interested in checking the phone out, but I was... My heart was pounding while I was doing it, though.
Even that ace detective could never have imagined a program being... Futaba's quirky nature proved to be a...
That was just an act!
After a few days of listening...
Then I'll guide the police into her palace and have them catch the Phantom. That would be the only way to arrest them, given their methods. Let me see. We could say he stole the guard's gun, and public security questioning will occur on the first day.
Is this for real?
Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the evidence.
So they plan to get rid of...
Well then, and thus, the dangerous when he does.
I knew he was acting strangely, but to think he was this far gone...
He's no ace detective. Akechi is the perpetrator behind the mental shutdown crimes.
On top of that, there's someone else commanding Akechi. Someone with great... That's why we had to make a move before they did.
I see.
We baited Akechi into Sis's palace, making him dispose of our leader's fake, but think he killed him.
Can you elaborate on that in more detail? What exactly happened in my cognitive world?
We're sorry for using you without your permission.
What condition?
First, we were...
That place is based on the real world after all. Anywhere that's not...
That's why nobody but the person who uses the nav even realized...
Back with Kamoshida, we came in from the station without even noticing. You totally can't tell the difference if there ain't any distortions around.
We had already investigated Nijima-san's palace.
I was seriously... To be honest, I didn't quite understand. Yeah.
There were two things we were able to confirm. First, our clothes didn't change when we were down in the interrogation room. Second, the scenery and details outside of the palace proper were the same as in the real world.
Once we heard that from Makoto, we secretly went to check it out without Akechi knowing.
There was also one more thing. A perfect cognitive replica of him in the metaverse.
Since he had yet to be caught, though, there obviously wouldn't be anyone in that...
Once we saw the casino guests and police officers, we were convinced they looked no different from actual living people.
After that, we just had to work our way into the palace like usual, while keeping Akechi in the dark.
Everything went as planned up until we defeated Sis's shadow. However, it was then that we were met with a terrifying, unexpected... As a result, even though we except we had prepared an empty briefcase beforehand, and merely acted like we were taking the treasure. This was because we knew the police would be coming for us.
We made sure before the operation that the police would be waiting to ambush us. And just as expected, he totally took the bait.
Him getting captured by the police went exactly how we planned it.
And I had been interrogating him with no knowledge of this. But how did you lure Akechi into this cognitive world's interrogation room?
All I needed were the coordinates.
Akechi disposed of the fake in the palace and left thinking he had been victorious. It must have been truly hilarious for our leader who sat idly in the real world. Surely he was acting quite cocky by himself in that quiet chamber.
So that's why you gave me your phone. I only took it because of what...
It's a shame I didn't have... the opportunity to see that for myself.
All I could do was try to handle all the messages. So in other words, I've been to the metaverse, albeit for a brief moment.
In our experience, there is little danger when someone enters their own path.
That's the other reason we had him give it to you. We needed you to listen to Alibaba. By having you head back to the interrogation room, we could...
I mean, I had to think of some way to keep you from running into Akechi mid-assassination.
Astounding. I hadn't the slightest idea that such a grand operation was taking place within me.
I'm so glad he was able to persuade you during the interrogation. Even though we knew Akechi's plan...
Without Sis on our side, that we couldn't
Still, I'm surprised you could convince me in such a Understandable. Either way, I can't believe you went for such a risky idea.
If we could just tell you the true culprit's plan, I knew you'd realize the bigger picture. Realize that our leader was telling the truth, and that there was a greater evil to pursue.
As a result, we emerged victorious.
Then the reason you kept this a secret from me was so you could catch the true culprit, correct?
Yes. Plus, you had lost control of yourself at the time.
This is stunning. All I can really do is laugh.
I've kind of figured out that you guys made Akechi kill a fake. But what did you do about the body?
The police never even checked it.
Huh?
They had a coroner working to ensure his death was reported as a suicide. That coroner didn't take one look at the scene and just passed along a falsified death certificate.
The bad guys have that much influence?
Murder in a police station would be reckless otherwise. We also knew of a possible conspirator.
Thanks to Futaba-chan's messages and the guard's demeanor, I eventually came to understand. And since the higher-ups at the police knew nothing of this, they were thrown into disarray. As a result, his suicide during imprisonment was reported on the news, just as Akechi planned.
And with that confusion, he was able to escape with Nijima-san's help.
I made sure nobody would check the morgue for his body, and thanks to that, nobody knows he survived.
Thinking back to the interrogation, though, I can't believe what they did to him. The callous use of violence, and even drugs, is utterly abnormal. If he had lost consciousness and hadn't been able to tell Sis about the phone, he would have died. I'm truly glad you made it back safe.
It's still
We made sure to live normal lives while he was being interrogated, to avoid drawing any suspicion. Even with that, I couldn't help but worry for him in my heart.
Well, I knew right away that her plan worked out.
I wanted to believe, but considering what we were up against...
Ryuji's a bit on the dense and carefree side.
Can it, cat?
I had to be patient and avoid this place until things settled down. I finally feel relieved.
We knew he was alive, but it was difficult to not worry until we could confirm it in person.
Now that I think about it, my interrogation was just a formality for the head commander. What a joke, letting me interrogate someone who was meant to die. They just wanted to avoid backlash. Very well. From here forward, I will do my utmost to assist you. You saved me, after all.
That's reassuring to hear.
I'll do whatever I can to help too. Just let me know. Let's take a break for now, though. This old brain is pooped. Oh, and feel free to use the first floor when you guys want to get together to talk. You'll need a hideout where you can be safe. Just say the word, and I'll close shop early.
Are you sure?
This guy can't leave. Plus, you won't make much progress if people can hear you from downstairs. It's not like this place is the liveliest joint in town. It won't be a huge loss for me.
Let us accept his offer. What a great man.
That sounds familiar.
It's me, Akechi.
Enter.
That's the death certificate of the principal offender, correct? Is there a problem with it?
No, nothing in particular. More importantly, you've done well with regard to the prosecutors.
The cause of death for the SIU director has been settled as a stroke.
I had him work quite substantially on forging evidence. His loss should be mourned.
It was thanks to his efforts that I could enter the Phantom Thieves' interrogation room, too.
The SIU is in disarray with his death. I'll take my time choosing a successor after the elections.
At any rate, I'm now praised as a hero, and I owe it all to the Phantom Thieves.
All possible hindrances are now gone. There's no doubt that this election is mine.
And on to our next story, the snap election for the House of Representatives. Discussion is swirling around potential nominees as the deadline for candidacy announcement nears. Candidates will announce on the 23rd of this month, while voting will be held on the 18th of next.
Elections, huh? Don't matter to us. It's not like we can vote in them yet anyways.
Why don't we resume our conversation?
Well, the Phantom Thieves are back together. We can finally take it to Akechi and the bastard backing him.
Have you figured out who's behind all this?
Akechi accidentally let that slip after the murder. He said, Shido-san.
Shido? Feels like I heard that somewhere.
He is unmistakably a man of power if he has such strong connections to the police.
Shido? Could it be Masayoshi Shido?
Who? I believe he's a politician. Remember Ryuji? You said his speech was too loud.
For real?
It's certainly possible that Shido is the mastermind.
Huh?
Do you have some kind of evidence?
Nothing material. However, there are various conditions which align with that possibility. First, he would profit from damage done to the current administration by the psychotic breakdowns. He's maintained a negative stance toward the Phantom Thieves and has gained tremendous popularity. On top of that, he'll most likely become the next Prime Minister if he wins this upcoming election.
No!
Did he set us up with that election in mind?
If he is behind all this, that would be in stark opposition to his honest public image.
So his current position and popularity is just him benefiting from the mental collapses.
We'll make him have a change of heart, no matter what it takes. Mom.
Shido, huh?
What is the matter?
I had a feeling he was wrapped up in all this, just based on the connections I had from my previous job. I think the one who crushed Wakaba's research and confiscated her materials was probably Shido. From the moment Wakaba died, I had a hunch he was involved. But there wasn't anything I could do, so I chose to protect Futaba and went into hiding.
Why didn't you say that sooner?
You guys would have definitely gone after him if I had. He would have just killed all of you, no doubt. That's what he usually does to people who get in his way.
Originally, I was looking into the mental shutdown cases. It was then that I accidentally stumbled upon government research regarding the psychotic breakdowns. So I tracked down the whereabouts of that research data and met with the associated parties. Boss was one of those parties. I would never have imagined all of this was connected. The mental shutdowns, psychotic breakdowns, Shido, and even the Phantom Thieves' actions.
Way back when, Shido kept saying he was going to be Prime Minister one day. Nobody believed him, though.
What's going to happen to this country if Shido becomes Prime Minister? What about the world?
The issue is simpler than that. This is nothing more than yet another selfish adult trying to impose his will on the public.
We gotta expose that rotten bastard!
Yeah, we'll do it like always. Then let's check the nav.
Masayoshi Shido. Running for Prime Minister. Got a hit! Well, duh. It ain't a surprise he has one.
Where would the location be?
What kind of things go through a politician's head?
I always think of dirty money and shady actions.
What does he do? And where? We don't got a clue about this guy's life.
His palace must be somewhere that politicians frequent. Any ideas?
Finally made it.
Back then, because of that.
To think I would fall for the ruse. I recall that if it wasn't for the
I made those troublesome opponents psychotic and erased.
Who'd think that tampering with... And when someone like that said he'd support me.
It's because I believed that your ideals needed to be achieved.
Well, my faith in you was precisely why I only need you using that power. It'd be troublesome if someone else uncovered how it works.
Wakaba Ishiki, was it? That researcher. She wouldn't have had to die if she just complied.
Any suspicions should be snubbed out. Even the smallest doubt must be severed at the root. After all, we had an active public prosecutor's office director on our side, until recently.
Astounding, isn't it? To think the director himself often forged evidence to secure his promotion. He was quite surprised when you confronted him about it. He didn't know who leaked that information. Well, I got that out of his shadow, so technically speaking, he did it himself.
This country's affairs have become stagnant. The political world is filled with old men who only act to preserve their own vested interests. The general public has forsaken such political affairs and don't even bother. Only ruin awaits us.
I must agree.
There's no need to be ruined along with...
Well, and how do I put it?
Well then.
Let's do it. I'll just add this.
Nice. Hey.
So. Well, and how do I put this? I'm gonna head back then.
Guess you won't be going to school. Don't worry about it. This'll be and we'll have all the time to come up. To be perfectly honest, but when I consider the fact that I'm going to stay with you until... Well then. You know, something that Futaba said before, when you were in a pinch in the palace. So it was Yoshizawa. Then we'd better let her know you're safe. And I'll leave.
There's no point.
You realize, oh, just don't.